We arrived in Tokyo last night. It was a little bit of a shock to the system, being cold again after being boiling hot for so long in Australia. And the first stop on day one is right now a hotel, and it's the Senso-ji temple, which is the oldest temple in Tokyo.
Oh, I got a bad fortune. So we're going to tie it to the rack and kill the bad fortune. It's now gone.
31. So I've got final, the least fortune. A chance doesn't come yet. So large can't change into a giant bird. Everything is not ready to move on. Stand still on the shoreline, waiting for a good chance in future. A chance is coming to the fish to be a giant bird. The giant fish is mealy to fly to the sky, pushing up the wave. Everyone can earn the big fame when he meets a chance. Is that good luck or bad luck? I'm not quite sure.
So I thought we'd try this, called Pocari Sweat. It's a very popular Japanese drink. Ooh, it's almost lemony.
Out of 10?
Maybe a 6.
We just walked from the temple to the Tourist Information Centre, and from the top floor there's some really nice views of the Senso-ji temple. We stumbled across Gashapon, which is a capsule toy shop, and there's loads of different figurines. You put money in and you get a little toy, so I'm going to do it with the Snoopy one. See what I've got. So I've got a little money box with Snoopy.
So we've just come down to Hoppy Street and we've just had pork and kimchi monja from this amazing restaurant.
We're now going to head up the Tokyo Skytree. It's the tallest viewing point in Tokyo, and it promises 360-degree views across the city. We've just come down from the Tokyo Skytree viewing point, and it turns out there's a Christmas market going on, so we're just going to check it out. at Tokyo DisneySea and it is so busy.
Slow turkey. Definitely had one of these as a kid. Probably likes Disney, so definitely goes try. That's good.
As good as you remember?
Yeah.
Oh, my head is just...
俺は元気みんなは元気
So we just got the train and now we're going to have a wander around the East Garden of the Imperial Palace.
We got off the train at Harajuku, which is the centre of Japanese youth culture and fashion, and we're going to take a look around the weird and wonderful shops in a bit, but first we come to the Meiji Shrine.
Guess where the pigeons are?
This afternoon we come to the Tokyo Christmas market. It smells amazing. The stalls look great. Everything's Japanese, so we're going to try and work out what we're going to have to eat and drink. But we got 2 free mugs. We got some mulled wine, so we're very happy. We've arrived in Harajuku and it is shopping galore. I think I'm going to be here for quite a few hours.
Traditional strawberry candy stick. You look good up.
Good crunchy.
Very crunchy. Very good. The drink.
Here. Oh. We've come to Shinjuku for the evening and we've just had the most amazing sushi dinner, and now we're exploring all the networks of alleyways, izakayas, and first up is Memory Lane, and then we're going to go to the Golden Guide. Now we're in the Golden Guide area. So we've just come to Ueno Station, and right by it is Amayoko Street, and there's loads of vintage shops and street food stalls.
I think it's
We just had a lovely walk around Ueno Park, and we've now come to the Nakamise shopping street, which is the old town area. So just down one of the side streets is where we're going for lunch, called Teori, and it looks amazing.
So we've now come down to the Akihabara gaming district. So there's loads of like anime, manga, kind of that kind of stuff around here.
We've caught the train to Kagerazaka, which is a shopping and dining district, which is also known for its French influences. There's lots of fine dining restaurants, bakeries and things like that. We've just had an absolutely delicious lunch at Sanzi. It was a chicken and then a pork curry with some lovely craft beer. So we're just going to explore the area now.
We've now come to Kichijoji and we've come to the Inoshira Park. Kichijoji is well known for its thrift shops and the Studio Ghibli Museum.
I feel this pretty much sums up a lot of Tokyo. You've got a really old shrine in the background, and then right next to it, a modern, bustling, bright shopping precinct.
So we just had the most amazing ramen at this place called Ramen Meiji. we got the tonkatsu pork ramen. It was fantastic. So good. Now, I've got to wonder.
So after a lovely dinner, we've walked about 5-10 minutes to Hakone and Kyoto, which is a network of alleys with lots of lovely bars and street food spots. We've now come to the Senso-ji fish market and we're going to try lots and lots of yummy food and hopefully some more of that delicious fatty tuna that we had the other day.
Very good.
What we got?
Tuna head. Fatty tuna.
Looks nice.
Very good. It's very nice.
Next up, we've got a freshly grilled scallop and it looks amazing. I'll make sure I don't eat too much so there's some left for James. Oh, there's a pigeon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's delicious, really fresh. We had some really, really delicious food at the fish market and now we're heading to Ginza to do some shopping. And one of the main attractions in Ginza is the world's largest Uniqlo store across 12 floors. So I'm sure we'll pick up some bits while we're there.
We're now near Shibuya and we've come to Slice of Life Japanese barbecue. It's this little truck down here.
So to finish off our trip to Tokyo, we're going to walk across the world famous Shibuya crossing, described as the world's busiest pedestrian crossing. We left Tokyo this morning and on our way to Kyoto, we're spending the night in Hakone and we're just on the train now and we're going to do the Hakone loop, which includes a cable car, boatway and pirate ship. We bought a Hakone 2-day pass through Klook and we added on the romance car, so we got a nice reserved seat and comfy train to Hakone. We're hoping we'll get some good views of Mount Fuji, but it is quite cloudy today. We've arrived at Hotel Marode. It's still the morning, so we just put our bags in luggage storage, and we're going to walk about 5-10 minutes to start the cable car on the Hakone loop. We just got off the roadway in Owakudani and we're going to try the famous black eggs in the Geopark.
So we've got a black egg. They're cooked in the volcano, so it makes them black. Each one is said to extend your life by 7 years.
Yep.
It's just an egg.
Start up.
Nice egg.
It's an egg.
We've now got back on the ropeway and we're heading to Lake Ashi to catch the pirate ship sightseeing cruise. We just got on the pirate ship sightseeing cruise and we're going to go along Lake Ashi.
is enshrined as the guardian deity emergency. The ship is equipped with life.
We just had lunch and now we're walking a little bit further around the lake to visit the Hakone Shrine. We stayed overnight in Hakone and on day 2 it's much sunnier, so we're hoping we might see Mount Fuji today. We've come to the Hakone Open Air Museum with lots of amazing sculptures, and that was just a trip back down on the cable car and the train to get there from our hotel. The Garden of Stars installation has a cool little maze we're currently going around, but I feel like James has a little bit of an advantage because he is taller than the maze, so he can very easily see the exit. We've had a brilliant 2 days in the mountains in Hakone, and now we've come to Odawara Station to get the Shinkansen bullet train to Kyoto. It should take about 2 hours. We've arrived in Kyoto after a trip on the bullet train, and it was amazing to see Mount Fuji on the way And our first stop in Kyoto was dinner at Motoi, and we had absolutely yummy gyoza. We had pork and shrimp, vegetable and wagyu. Very, very nice way to start the trip. We've just walked to Pontosho Alley and we're exploring the lantern-lit restaurants and bars. We've come to the Higashiyama historic part of Kyoto and we're going to try some fresh mochi before visiting a temple and exploring the historic streets.
We've now arrived at Kumazudera Temple.
After walking out the historic street lined with lots of interesting shops and restaurants.
Got a beak pickle.
Oh, you should have there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Behind me, you can see the Osaka Pagoda, which we're going to go up to now. Oh, yeah, they do. We've explored plenty of temples and now we have headed west slightly and are going to explore Hanamakoji Street. It's just started raining, but luckily James and I did check the weather forecast, so we do both have umbrellas. We're now walking along the canal. It's nice and peaceful here, a bit away from the crowds, and we're walking up to Tatsumi Bridge.
Whatever flavor you want, but I recommend these two, especially this one. All right. Yes, I have some. I'm gonna have like one of each. Just be careful it mommy flavor inside of the head. I can take a picture of you guys. Oh yeah, come on over here. You can eat over here. To try. I want to try that. A little bit of soy sauce, garlic, salt, and pepper.
It's Christmas Day and we're doing things a little bit differently this year. We've just been on a food tour of the Nishiki market, which is 400 meters long. It's very historic and there's loads and loads of interesting food places. We did it with Food Ninja Tours, who we saw on the Kyoto episode of Somebody Feed Phil. And we tried loads of things. We tried wagyu, donuts, rice crackers, and although we haven't had a pigs in blanket today, we have had a quail's egg inside an octopus, which was interesting to try, but I don't think I'll have it again.
So now we'll come to the Samurai Ninja Museum. You get to do like a samurai experience.
Please take any photos, please take many pictures, but just no longer. These are still sharp enough to cut something. Just watch out your water.
I am an actual ninja. So that was a really, really awesome experience. We got to learn lots about samurais and ninjas, and then we also got to do a sort of ninja star throwing contest, and in a complete fluke, I managed to get a bullseye.
So tonight we've come to the Fushimi Inari Shrine to explore its 10,000 torii gates.
We've now come to Kinkakuji Temple, also known as the Golden Pavilion, and it's famous because its top 2 floors are completely covered in gold leaf. So we're going to have a look at the temple and wander around the grounds.
We've now come to Nijo Castle. It's a World Heritage Site.
We just come up 100 meters to the observation deck at the Kyoto Tower. The whole structure itself is 131 meters, so we've got pretty impressive 360-degree views. We've now come to Team Lab BioVortex, which is a giant interactive art experience with loads and loads of different rooms. This one's newly open, but they've got other Team Labs in Tokyo, so excited to try it out. This room is particularly amazing. It's all filled with lanterns and you can walk through it. Very special. This is now going to put some wellies on and go wade through some brown liquid. Not for me, but wherever floats your boat. This really cool section where you draw something and then they'll project it on the walls. Obviously mine is awful, but James has done Brian from Family Guy and it's actually amazing. So we'll follow his journey from drawing to the wall. That's so good, James. So it's turned Brian into a jellyfish because we drew outside the lines, but it still looks pretty cool. And I've got a Christmas pig inside a jellyfish. I think we can tell which one is the artistic one of us. We're now walking up to Ginkakuji Temple, also known as the Silver Pavilion. We're going to have a look around and then we're going to walk down the Philosopher's Path, which is about 2 kilometers or 1.2 miles to get to Nanzenji Temple. So yeah, 2 temples and then a lovely walk in the middle. We're now taking a walk along the Philosopher's Path. It's not too busy now because it's December, but in the springtime, it's absolutely packed because it is lined with cherry blossom. We've now reached Senso-ji Temple, which is a short walk from the end of the beautiful Philosopher's Path.
It was long, but it was nice. Roofing.
We finished at the temples and now we're heading to Yamamoto Menzu. It's a well-known udon noodle shop in Kyoto. So we're going to head there. We made a reservation because we've heard it's very, very popular.
So we've come to Arashiyama for the day.
And our first stop is the Otagi Nembutsuji Temple. And it's lots of interesting statues to look at. And then we're going to head to the bamboo grove.
Oh, wow.
We're now on our way to the Arashiyama bamboo forest. It's very, very popular. So we're expecting crowds, but coming from the top of the hill and starting at the temple and coming downhill seems to have worked well because it's been a nice quiet walk for the last half an hour or so. So when we were at the temple at the top of the hill and down the historic street, it was actually really quite pleasant. It wasn't too busy. So since you come to the bamboo forest, which is beautiful but busy, and now come onto the main street, it is just absolutely hectic and quite unpleasantly busy. And I can't imagine what it would be like during the cherry blossom season.
We've just been to Wagyu Junkie Japanese barbecue, and it was amazing.
And James did a very, very good job of cooking all the meats. It was very nice. We've had an absolutely brilliant week in Kyoto, and now we're getting the Shinkansen bullet train to Osaka for New Year. We would have got the slightly cheaper local train, which takes about half an hour instead of the 10 minutes on the bullet train. We've got massive suitcases, so decided to pay a bit more to avoid stress. Very comfy. It's night one in Osaka, and first up we've come to Dotonbori, the area that's famous for nightlife, neon lights, street food. So we're really excited to explore. It's buzzing, it's near New Year, so there's lots to see. And we're also planning to go on the Ibizu Tower Ferris wheel, which will be lots of fun and should give us a unique perspective.
I'll take this picture of you. So we got on the Ferris wheel from the Don Quixote store.
And it takes about 15 minutes to go round.
It's shaking.
It's shaking. It's a little bit creaky. But I'm sure thousands and thousands of people have been on it, so I'm sure we'll be fine.
Nice knowing you.
So our hearts are quite literally in our mouths right now. When it got to the top, there was so much creaking. We were kind of fearing for our lives. It's creaking again. I'm literally...
The noise.
sick. Why is it creaking?
The noise this Ferris wheel is making.
It was nice knowing you all.
We've got takoyaki, famous octopus balls, famous for the area.
Oh, that was hot.
It's very hot. Nice one.
We've now come to the Namba Yasaka Shrine, known for its 12-metre high lion's head, and is meant to represent consuming evil spirits and bringing good fortune. We're now going to spend the afternoon shopping in Osaka. We've started in Orange Street, which is a bit quieter. It's got a lot of the independent shops and cafes. We're also going to go to Amerikamura, which is a big Americanized area, and then we're going to finish in Shinsabashi Tsuji shopping street, which is like the main shopping area with all the big brands. So yeah, afternoon shopping ahead. So we're now having a walk around Amerikamura, which is the hub of youth culture, and there's lots of vintage fashion here as well. So it has sort of similar vibes to Harajuku in Tokyo.
So we've now come to the Shinsabashi Tsuji shopping street.
And it's the sort of main shopping area in Osaka that's got all the big brands, department stores. So as expected, especially near the new year, it's very busy. It's New Year's Eve in Osaka, and we've just had lunch at Soba Takama, which is in the Michelin Guide, and as a result it's got a long queue outside. Luckily we came when they opened, so we managed to get quite quickly in. We had delicious soba noodles and tempura. We've now come to Tenjinbashi Tsuji shopping street. It's got hundreds of stores along the arcade, and we've just come in for a bit of karaoke. It's a good way to see the end of 2025 out in. The top 3 songs at this karaoke place are Dancing Queen by ABBA, number 1, Love Story by Taylor Swift, number 2, and My Heart Will Go On, Celine Dion, number 3.
So it's 2nd of January and things have started to open again, so we've come to Osaka Castle for the day, and it has also just started snowing and it's really cold.
It is very cold. We've come to Shinsekai, which is the retro and nostalgic districts, and at the heart of it is Sutenkaku Tower. It's just over 100 meters tall. We had hoped to go on the slide, which is about 60 meters tall. Unfortunately, the queue is really, really long, so it's the new year, so we decided not to bother. In the meantime, we're going to have a little explore of Tennoji Park before coming back to Shinsekai and exploring as it gets dark. We've now come back to the tower and we're going to try kushikatsu at Kushikatsu Doruma, and it is a famous deep fried skewer snack which is really popular in the Shinsekai area in particular. So we've got our kushikatsu, we've got chicken, beef, then we've got squid as well, mushroom. So I don't know which one's which, so I'm just going to give one a try and let you know what I think. I think that one is a beef rib, really tender, and the batter is super light and not too greasy. Really enjoying it. We've come north to the Nakamise neighbourhood. It's known for its vintage shops, its coffee shops, and its art galleries. It's really pleasant here, not too crowded. We got off at Tsuruhashi Station and it's taken us to Osaka's Korean town, and we're heading now to Songhot to have a corn dog, and then we're going to explore some of the shops.
Wicked chunk. You're a good employee, but gosh, you can be shut.
Japan is famous for its activity, cafes and bars, and near Dotonbori we've come to RC Game where you can operate miniature digger machinery while having a drink. James is going to love it.
I want one. Where is it? Mine come Magnus. There.
It's our final day in Osaka, final day in Japan, and we come to Universal Studios. First we come to Mario World, and we went in the single rider queue so we could get quickly on Minecart Madness, and now I have a hot dog with cheese and avocado. Delicious. The Jaws ride was so good. There was shots coming out from everywhere, and luckily I didn't get wet, but other people did.
We've now come to the Harry Potter world bit.